guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And Liverpool are increasingly confident that they will sign Alexander Isak, the best striker in the world. He's labeled that by many pundits and journalists. And journalist Graham Bailey has revealed that Liverpool are very confident that they can complete this Isak transfer. And they have earmarked Isak as their top priority in the summer, and I think signing a striker who actually scores most of his chances or a lot of his chances compared to Darwin Nunez, who misses most of his chances, would absolutely improve and develop and change Liverpool's attacking fortunes, and that is frightening because Liverpool already are by far the top scorers in the Premier League. Liverpool scored 69 goals in the Premier League. Second top scorers Man City and Tottenham with 55 goals. Imagine if Liverpool could score even more goals. And it has been suggested that Liverpool could submit an offer of around £120 million, and that could be their new transfer record after Liverpool paid around £80 million for Darwin Nunez, depending on bonuses. Liverpool backed themselves to beat Arsenal in the race for Isak, and of course the Newcastle chairman has no intention of selling Alexander Isak because they want to develop and build Newcastle up. But if Newcastle fail to qualify for the Champions League, they have PSR problems and they won't be able to strengthen the team a lot unless they sell one of their major stars. Also, Alexander Isak maybe wants to move to a club where he plays regular Champions League football, and Liverpool are preparing for a busy second summer. Sorry, the last summer wasn't busy under Arne Slot, but Alexander Isak in just the Premier League, in 25 games, he has 19 goals and 5 assists. So he's involved in almost as many goals and assists as games that he played in the Premier League. And Anfield Index is reporting that Liverpool hold interest in Isak as the forward line faces a major reshuffle, and we could even sell Darwin Nunez to Saudi Arabia for around £75 million, and that could fund the majority of this Alexander Isak transfer. And Dave Davis, another journalist, confirmed that Liverpool's interest in Isak has not gone away, and the conversation feels far more serious. This is a serious thing for Liverpool, he said. Michael Edwards, he has been talking to Paul Mitchell at Newcastle, referencing both clubs' head of football operations. And Davis is saying that this story is just not going to go away at all, that Liverpool are seriously interested in Alexander Isak. If there is a real desire from the player and Newcastle don't get Champions League, who knows? People have said that maybe Gomez or Kwanzaa could be involved. I thought that was lazy journalism, but someone we both know said there is something in this. I can see Gomez being involved because Gomez will probably be sold. Kwanzaa, definitely Liverpool don't want to sell him. And if Isak and Nunez go, if Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz go, we probably need more than one attacker, Davis observed. And this reappearance of credible reports and the involvement of Michael Edwards and Newcastle's potential need to sell means that this Alexander Isak to Liverpool story deserves attention. Davis summed it up. Would I simply dismiss this? No. Do I think it's likely? I've not flipped to a yes on that either, but it's right to be a little bit excited about this one. And Richie Mills, another journalist, is saying that Liverpool are eyeing an Alexander Isak swap deal where 4 different Liverpool players could be offered to Newcastle United. Darwin Nunez is linked with an exit, and Team Talk have previously revealed that Newcastle value Alexander Isak for £150 million. That's just to deter clubs from bidding for him. But there are claims that not only are Liverpool prepared to sign Alexander Isak, but they are ready to offer 4 squad players. The report adds that Joe Gomez could be offered, and Harvey Elliott, even Ben Doak could be offered, and Jarrell Kwanzaa. But I think Jarrell Kwanzaa, James Pearce already dismissed it, that we don't want to sell Jarrell Kwanzaa under any circumstances. But Harvey Elliott, we are listening to offers for him. Ben Doak had a great season in the Championship, and he could be a rising star that Liverpool could move on for £20-25 million. And Joe Gomez is definitely surplus to requirements. Alexander Isak, Arne Slot is a huge admirer, huge fan of him. Arne Slot said, looking at Newcastle, we played them twice. In the last game, Isak wasn't involved. The game before he was involved. He is such an important player for them. Unbelievable threat. He has the speed that the attackers of Paris Saint-Germain had as well. And they were more than what I would have liked in front of Alisson in the last 2 games we played them. Of course, Arne Slot said this before the League Cup final. And Alexander Isak scored in the League Cup final. He scored in the 3-0 draw in the Newcastle-Liverpool game. So in 2 games, he scored 2 goals against Liverpool. David Ornstein also said, I don't know of Newcastle wanting to get involved in any part exchange situations. That may be a tactic used by other clubs to try actually tempting them into parting with someone like Isak. But I doubt it will appeal to the Newcastle hierarchy at all. David Ornstein added, in terms of Isak, Newcastle have no desire to sell. He will still have 3 years left on his contract come the summer, and don't forget, they have invested heavily in him, not just the transfer fee and his salary, and also his contract is pretty heavy, so it would take something astronomical to price him away. History tells us every player has a price, and if somebody offers what is considered market value or even higher, perhaps Newcastle will have something to think about. We know Isak has suitors, including Arsenal and Liverpool, but I'm not aware of any club-to-club approaches or conversations at this point. Obviously, that probably will change, but Newcastle are under no pressure, real abnormal pressure to sell, and there have so far been no signs of the player agitating to leave. Unfortunately for Newcastle fans, because they hate all this chat, of course, I do anticipate it being one of the biggest talking points during the next summer transfer window, because Isak is the top target for several clubs. And that doesn't mean he won't be playing for Newcastle next season, especially if they are back in the Champions League. So at this point, it looks like Liverpool fans would need to root for Newcastle not finishing in the top 5 in the Premier League and not qualifying for the Champions League. So let's wait and see how the season unfolds. But Liverpool are seriously interested in Alexander Isak. Another football transfer expert seems to back this claim. It does seem there's been a lot of movement around the Alexander Isak story. Liverpool have been very active, planting stories in the media about how Isak could be coming to Liverpool, and it's the one place he wants to come. We know that Arsenal have been very interested as well. I actually personally think he's going to stay at Newcastle, this expert said. I think that the PIF will actually resolve a lot of the financial headroom at Newcastle. Obviously, it would have helped if Newcastle can get into the top 5 and get the Champions League spot, but I think that Isak would actually prefer to stay there, and I think it may well happen. But if he's going to go somewhere, I think it may be Arsenal that would be the favorite. Liverpool are making a lot of noise that they want to be the right choice, but I just don't see that right now. Not to be biased, but I think Liverpool are a better choice right now to go to than Arsenal. Liverpool will have their main starting striker spot up for grabs, with Nunez being sold, and Jota, his future is up in the air. He has, I think, 2 years left on his contract, so he might be sold as well in the next 1 or 2 years. So Alexander Isak could have a starting striker spot available for him at Liverpool. That's not necessarily the case at Arsenal. Of course, he would be starting for Arsenal as well. But Liverpool are now in a very good place, and we are a much stronger team than Arsenal, as evidenced by Liverpool being 12 points ahead of Arsenal. There are concerns that if Newcastle finish in the Champions League spots, it would be almost impossible to get Alexander Isak. But if Liverpool can secure Isak's signature, what a major, huge signing that would be. And I think that would make Liverpool favourites for the Premier League title next season as well. That's how big this signing could be, and it would absolutely enhance the squad and provide much needed firepower. But the club must be cautious, Liverpool, not to be drawn into a bidding war. We don't want to be in a bidding war with Arsenal, for example, and that could actually price Liverpool out of the deal. Fabrizio Romano also confirmed that Darwin Nunez wanted actually to leave Liverpool in January to go to Saudi Arabia, so that really appealed for him. Of course, because of the huge wages, and it looks like his time is over at Liverpool. And Al Nassr submitted bids that were even more than £62 million, and they also offered Darwin Nunez an absolutely staggering £558,000 per week. Right now, I think Darwin Nunez is on like £140,000, £150,000 per week. And by the way, this Saudi Arabia salary, it's tax-free, so it could be even more. And that's almost 4 times the salary of his Liverpool salary after tax. So Liverpool's commitment, of course, to their season, and they were aiming to win the Premier League title, and they are still aiming to win the Premier League title, but it would be absolutely foolish to sell Darwin Nunez in the January transfer window. And Fabrizio Romano said, according to my information, Darwin Nunez was already very open to joining Al Nassr in January. He was ready to say yes to the Saudi project, ready to say yes, and then Liverpool decided to keep him in the squad, not change anything in January. And this, of course, this decision reflects Liverpool's patience and persistence, that Liverpool really wanted to get this Premier League title, and Darwin has contributed massively to that. Not massively, but in a big way. The winning goals against Brentford, the goal and the assist against Southampton as well. It's widely believed that Nunez will depart Anfield in the summer, and it's disheartening to witness the constant speculation around some key players. And yes, if Liverpool sell Darwin Nunez, then we would definitely need an absolute superstar star signing in the attacking department. But hopefully Liverpool can extend the contracts of Salah and Van Dijk, and extending the contract of Salah could take the pressure off a little bit, because that would mean that Liverpool will have their main goal scorer in the Liverpool squad next season as well. And Liverpool absolutely need to act decisively in the summer transfer window, especially if Darwin Nunez leaves. Liverpool must ensure they are not left behind in the competitive landscape of English and European football. And these potential changes in the summer will be crucial to sustain Liverpool's competitiveness, and Liverpool need to build a team in the summer that is capable of at least challenging for the Premier League title, challenging for the Champions League as well, and that's not an easy task. But that's why Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes were hired, and I'm really hoping that they can absolutely nail the summer transfer window, like Liverpool nailed the summer transfer window 2 years ago when we signed Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister and Endo. Those 4 midfielders were the bedrock of Liverpool's title challenge this season, and hopefully Liverpool can seal that title. Thanks for watching, guys. Come on, Liverpool. See you later. Goodbye.